Scorpio with a K, and we here live with
Baby Blue Diamond.
we got a special guest for y'all. This is U3 Radio, you already know. And we got a special guest for y'all. I'm so excited for this guest because she's been moving around Texas like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we got Queen Bree in the house.
Hello.
She's
How
a
y'all
queen
doing?
to be. Yeah.
Definitely.
How you been, mama?
I've been wonderful.
Sure,
I've been
let's leave the
blessed
singing
and
to
had
Queen
in
Bree.
favor. You really do.
You know,
Let's leave the singing to Queen Bree. She's our
start,
guest.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you right. Start this off right, Queen.
Well, hello, 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 hello.
Oh my God, let's go.
You heard her. She's good at the
Yeah.
vocals.
DJ Blue, could you step in the camera real quick? You
Oh,
cut
my
out a
bad.
little bit.
I'm over here
You know,
leaning.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to start off by saying I appreciate you from coming.
Thank
from
you.
the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we go through our trials and tribulations. So for you to be here is amazing.
Thank
Facts.
you. I appreciate it.
And so how did you get the name Queen Bree? Because I mean, that just
Well, I remember telling you this story, but for the
people that don't
people
know.
that out here, I came from Houston, so Houston is like that's where it all started for me when it comes to my music and just taking things more serious. I've been a singer all my life, of course, but taking it serious. So basically, I was doing an open mic for it's called Frozen Paradise in Houston.
Okay.
It's definitely in a black area called Third Ward. So
Okay.
it's near Texas Southern and University of Houston. So I used to go there. I didn't actually, I didn't go to Texas Southern. However, there's a lot of people that were there from that, or they just kind of were in that area.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were a lot of talented folk out there, honestly. And Houston is talent like a mug. So basically, I had a friend, Io. Just backstory before I get to it's like one seed dropped into another seed that planted another seed. So I just want to give props to Io for inviting me to be a host, and that's what opened my eyes that I was praying for an opportunity. Literally, I was miserable. Okay. It's like when you're the most miserable, God will open up the door if you ask.
Yes.
So basically I was praying for an opportunity just to do something that I like doing. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. And Io hit me up. He was like, hey, you want to be a host? I'm like, cool. So then that was my first like gig outside of college. And I was just like, okay, I love this. And he let me perform as well. And so I got to sing, and it was just, I felt very confident. I was nervous like a mug, but I felt confident.
Yeah.
So either way, I knew this is what I wanted to do. My family came, they supported me. And then that's when Frozen Paradise came. And then I met a guy named Knowledge, and he's a poet. And Knowledge was like, Bree, I want you to be a host. I seen you at that last event when you were promoting. So I want you to be a host.
But it's
over
always
here.
like that,
He
right?
never even came and seen me perform.
But it's always like that, though.
I'm saying when
word of mouth business.
when
Where it's
one
at.
opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get another opportunity. You always get another
Tell
opportunity.
'em.
So you gotta make that. You gotta step out of fear and into faith. Like you gotta try it. You gotta do whatever, especially if it's something you like to do and you kind of know this is the field you want to be in. You don't know how it's gonna turn out, but you gotta try it in order to be more confident in it. So either way, that opened up the door, and then I met a whole shit ton of people. Excuse me, but a whole lot of people.
Good.
Oh, okay. But no, I met a whole lot of people, and it just kind of skyrocketed. I got a lot of clout back in Houston just for being me, just me myself, being the lo-fi hip hop, chill, vibey girl. That's it. And then what happened was I stopped doing the open mic, and I had another opportunity. So when that opportunity ended, another opportunity opened up where I could be on the radio. And I had my own radio show with a co-host.
Okay.
And when he was like, you know what, we're gonna call you Queen Bree. And I was like, I like that. I was like, that's cute. I'm kind of like, I didn't make it up. Like, But they used to call me Queen, like, hey Queen, what's up, Queen? You know, because the
Yeah.
way I guess
Dress and the way you
dress
carry
and just
yourself.
carry myself. I didn't
That makes
not like
sense.
I was wearing a tiara.
No,
You
it
know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
So
I can see that.
you know, it was respectful. It was a respect thing. So when
Yeah.
they called me Queen, I was just like, okay. So when he said you Queen Bree, I said, cool, I'm gonna take that, and I ran with it. Now I had some haters, of course, that knew me before
That
Queen
comes
Bree, so they were
with the
like,
territory.
oh, like nah. We ain't. Matter of fact, I went to the same open mic, and I remember I was like,
Shout
it's
out to the
Queen
haters.
Bree. Shout out to your haters, 'cause
Exactly.
they make you greater. Ooh,
Oh,
We need them.
Stop
Either
it.
so I went to that same open mic after they kicked me to the curb, right? They try to use my clout and everything. It's like it's funny how people try to use your clout and your bandwagon to like get to, you know, just because you popping or just because
Yeah.
you're doing you. Like they see it, they see something in you, they see the star in you. They wanna be a part of it or whatever. So anyway, I went back and I was like, it's Queen Bree. I put it on the list, Queen Bree. I ain't gonna say who, but my co-host didn't wanna like say Queen Bree.
Yeah.
They wanted to say, and then they like made a funny and try to like say somebody else was a queen, like this is a true queen, and then they brought out this other person.
Yeah.
But I knew it was,
A dig.
you know, because we had an
Definitely.
issue at that time.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have no hard feelings. Even when people do me dirty, I still don't treat them like how they should be treated. Because
Yeah.
I just wasn't raised like that. Like my mentality is treat people better than how they treated you. Because God got you, and He can do way worse than you can to them. So,
Amen.
and a lot of times, I see them struggle in front of me. I see them fall in front of me. I see them lose something in front of me, get in trouble in front of me. Whatever the case. Like, listen, and it's not like I'm hoping it's gonna happen.
It just happens.
It just happens. Like you know,
Yeah.
I don't even laugh when it happens. I'm not like, I'm like, damn.
So what did you learn
Or-
during radio that you bring into the music industry?
Say that one more time.
What did you learn radio station doing radio that you bring into the music industry?
So what I've learned from the radio, that I'm a boss.
Okay.
that I'm a boss. Like literally, like I was running that damn radio show. Okay, it wasn't. However, I was like this. I'm the
face.
co-host.
The face.
That, but I had again, I ain't gonna say no names, but I had another co-host who is too. You know, he was an artist too. But and he was trying to use that platform to put himself on, of course. And our goal was to bring other artists and interview them, and you know, that was that. That's why it was getting a lot of clout by itself. But of course, haters.
Shout out to the haters.
Haters make you greater.
So
So
did you learn anything business wise?
I did. I'm a boss. Like so, basically, what happened?
No. I want you to answer the question.
So
I like
basically,
it.
what happened
Go.
Was I was getting contacts. Like
networking.
So because I'm putting out that I'm doing this show, right? And people see me doing my open mic, so they already was following me. They already excited what I was doing, right? So then they said, "Damn, she on the radio." So like now they want to, support that.
Yeah.
So I had people sending me people because they knew that I interviewed artists. So they were sending me like all the time, like just sending me people. And so I'm reaching out ahead of time. Hey, I got a show, so just in case, I'm gonna book you for this day, So I was booked out for the month, and then I would have backup just in case they didn't show up. I would have another person. So I had my own list of people, right? And this old boy was finna have his own list of people. That's what we agreed to. You gonna interview somebody for the first 30 minutes. I'm gonna interview for the first 30 minutes.
You know who you are.
Yeah, and then he stopped doing like the first show he did right. He brought in the person.
Yeah.
Second show I had to call him and like, hey, you ready for the show? He like, oh, I don't got an artist. I'm like, what? So I got to go above and beyond, go call all my people. They gotta have people, that I could call because I already did my homework. I already did what I was supposed to do because I'm a boss. So I had to make sure everything was good. So anyway, I always have him an artist and I have my own. So I kept the flow of what we had agreed to.
Yeah.
I'm all about if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Period. If I don't do it, there's clearly a problem why I didn't get to do it, right? And then I'm gonna make it up regardless. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. But again, so I learned how to basically step out of fear with calling people, cold call, because people were sending me their numbers and I had to go call them.
Yeah.
And then I had to make the little booklet of, and then what I was going to say. And this was before I started doing, working for a call center, so I didn't even know how to do that. I just was like, I was nervous, but I had to do it. I had to make these business calls, and I had to book these artists, and so that was really fun, but it was nerve-wracking, of course. So I learned
I
that,
feel you.
and then I learned, just that I was capable, that like when it came to the show, I was a personality, like I was myself, and that's what they was hating on, is that I was just me, like. I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck. I'm Queen Bree, so I'm in my zone. I'm respectful always, but I'm gonna be me, the character that I am. That is natural. So,
when did you realize that just singing, this is it?
I've been singing all my life. So, okay, I was going through a struggle in life, and I had just broken up with an ex. And so at this time, I'm really alone. Like, I live alone. All my people done dispersed. They don't live near me. I'm in Houston. I'm by myself. I don't got no family, no friends. I think my brother was there, but he doing his own shit. He far away. So I don't really. We to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We do our own thing. So anyway, at that time it was really hard for me. So all I had was singing and listening to lo-fi hip hop. And because of a friend that was my coworker at the time, he like put me on to like this beat. He was playing it at the job, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Hey, like and I'm like, what is that beat? Like, I love that, and it was lo-fi hip hop. And so that's when I found out I love lo-fi hip hop so much. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain how much I love it. Yeah, and I love it more than R&B. I love it more than hip hop because it's everything and then some in one song. It's R&B, hip hop, it's whatever the hell all in one.
Right.
And so sometimes when I'm listening to it, and I used to smoke like crazy, so I would smoke and then just sing and vibe and freestyle. And that's when I realized I was really like, and I would record it. That's when I realized, okay, I got something here, because I used to I had over 200 songs that have been recorded, just me freestyling. And I mean, they could turn into a song at any moment. So right now I'm always looking for like artists and not artists, but
beat makers,
producers who can make specifically for me lo-fi hip hop, because it's hard to find a beat maker who makes lo-fi hip hop. And I get a lot of mediocre kind of sometimes. A lot of good stuff. I could say Neptune. This is my newest producer, and shout out to Neptune. He has been really dope. He recreated a beat for me, and so and he's from Houston too. So it's interesting how that came about as well. But I fuck with him. But yeah, so he's been cool. And then I just started recording. I've been going to different record studios just to see where I fit, because it's difficult. It's been a struggle. I'm telling you, like, that's how I know it's meant for you. I don't think if something is easy that it's for you. It's like it's for anybody at this point. But when it's difficult, when you gotta like struggle to get it and you really want it, it's not like I struggle and I quit because it's not for me, right? But you truly have a passion. Like you feel like this is for me. Yeah, you're gonna work through it. You're gonna figure out where there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna get this done, and it's gonna happen. I don't care if it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, a year. But when it happens, I'm gonna be proud of myself, I'm gonna be excited, I'm gonna be happy, and everybody finna fucking love it because I love it. I'm gonna give the energy of how I feel, and people just vibe off your energy, right? So yeah.
Some people can misconstrue like confidence and cockiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
we had this conversation.
I agree. No. But sometimes I feel like people gotta. There is a big difference. Usually cockiness, they in your face with it. They like, I'm the best. But when you confident, you don't have to speak it. It's like your presence, the way you walk, the way you act.
Matter of fact,
who you hang around with.
Nothing. You just walk in the room and they like.
They know you're that it
Matter
girl.
of fact, you give the aura of, like I said, like I'm intimidating. I give aura of intimidating or like what is it? What would you say? Because I'm like I can only speak on what I've noticed or people have said to me, but they'll think I'm intimidating because the way I look or my facial expression is kind of like
just that we live in a society where we got a lot of weak ass niggas.
A lot of weak ass niggas.
And
definitely.
they can't handle a powerful woman. That's what
Oh, definitely cannot handle
that.
a powerful woman.
And I've had a lot of beta males that tried to, knock my little confidence, my little whatever I had.
Nah, don't ever let them do
never,
that.
Never. So they kicked to the curb. But I learned something about myself in those moments of dealing with those kind of people because I didn't understand. I'm over here trying to please somebody else when I should be pleasing myself. Exactly. And
it's always good to please yourself.
Being
from I know what he means by that. He probably talking about something.
Exactly. Being that you are
don't listen to him. Nobody.
Wow. He's saying all you need is that rose. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say too much.
Now, since that you lived in Houston for a little bit, and then now you moved to San Antonio, I know the music scene is so different. How you liking the music scene down here so far? Be honest. Come on, be honest, girl. Tell us. She's not feeling it. What's up? Tell us the real.
Okay,
be honest.
So,
I know one to start off Houston's much faster than us. Definitely.
Yeah.
I can say that.
There's more talent.
Okay.
Meaning, no, it's like
I don't know if you started off.
No, there's a lot of talent out here.
But she can speak on it not just from an artist point of view. Right. She did radio. She can speak on that from produce. So yeah, there's more artists
from every aspect because I'm so well rounded because for whatever reason I was
you done hosting, put on shows, all that.
So yeah, there's a lot more
diverse
shows out there. Diversity one, a lot more shows and a lot more like almost every venue. Like a restaurant, bar, whatever the case, they're having some kind of live entertainment. Okay. And what you see here in San Antonio is you don't see a lot of live entertainment. And if you do, it's very rare. So this isn't really one of those kind of locations where you like it's party city, it's hype at 2:00 in the morning it's not like that. It's very friendly and homey. They go home at 12 o'clock type shit. Like go to sleep at 10.
I'm in bed by 10.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't hit me up and tell me to be out the house by at least 9:30, I'm knocked out.
And in Houston,
I'm at that age, I'm knocked out.
It's almost like they don't sleep. So we be up all night, then we go to the next place.
Well, let's talk about the shows here in San Antonio. The promoters, how you feeling them so far? I know you've done a couple shows. You did one at Happy Place.
Happy Place. Oh yes.
The R&B show.
yes.
So, she does show many shows. She got to think about it. So many shows.
I was like, wait, what?
She got to think about it.
But,
man, I'm ready. I want to be that book. But I got to think about it. I was there. That was me.
Right. I was like,
she's like, footage or it don't happen. Actually, got a picture with her.
But so. Basically, how's the shows and the promoting? Is that what? So
compared to Houston,
these people ain't.
Houston's a big music scene, though.
Okay, let me be careful with how I
Houston,
say
Austin. Well, could you gotta be real? Houston, Austin, those are big music scenes in Texas, right?
When it comes to promoting, right? If I book you for a show, I'm gonna have you a flyer.
Yes.
Okay, these people here in San Antonio, they don't really do individual flyers.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you one reason why.
Okay, why?
Because I do a lot of the graphics for some of the shows. They don't want to pay.
Pay for what?
Flyers. That's what it is. So,
but you can make a flyer. You know what
yourself. That's true. Some artists don't know how to make a flyer themselves. But I'm gonna tell you that's what it is. So they like to, sometimes promoters like to cut corners when they can, and that's one of the ways they try to cut corners. Is with the flyers.
You're failing. You are. Right now, with the flyers. Because me from Houston, every show I ever was in,
and I get asked that a lot.
Every show, and even if the flyer had everybody on it, at least my face is on the flyer. Because for me, because I
Yeah.
experienced that, when I see a flyer with no face on it, I don't want to go there.
Oh, I feel you.
Preach.
Usually, if I get booked to DJ, I always try to throw that in because my name is gonna be on it. I want the flyer to look A1. Now, people always ask me, "Hey, can I get an individual?" I was like, "Yeah, that's extra." Like I'm already throwing you a flyer in. You can at least pay me at least 10, 20 more for a flyer. And I tell artists, you want an individual one, hey, hit me up. I got you. Like I don't charge a lot. I'm willing to help these artists, but they still don't want to spend money. They don't want to spend no kind of money. Even if I say it's only $5, they're like, that's too much.
See, but I don't pay for a flyer. I'm not paying for no flyer. I'm gonna tell you that from an artist.
Well, if you book, I can understand that.
No,
but I'm talking about the promoters. I'm not talking about the artists. I'm talking about the promoters.
The promoters need to go
not
ahead
the artists. No, the promoters.
Get that shit.
The promoters be
like, you telling me the promoters
do not want to pay for flyers.
They do not. Flyer?
They do not.
For free?
Well, see,
you now, to make their flyer.
See, so this is what it is. So like I said, if I get booked for an event, I always throw in the flyer with my price because I know my name's gonna be on it. I want that flyer to be A1.
Yeah.
Now I charge extra if they want if you want each individual one or you want extra stuff because I'm already throwing in the flyers, so you can't be adding extra stuff and not
that makes perfect sense.
No, I'm already throwing in a flyer.
You even have
extra stuff,
little buddy. So
exactly. Because even if they did have one, sometimes I've seen flyers where they book me and they already had a flyer made. This added my name. I would do it for free only because I know my name's gonna be on it. Yeah. I might not necessarily send it to them, but I'll post it myself, a better one. And if they want to be posted, because I've done that a lot of times where I'm like. There's times where I've seen artists that if I built that relationship with you and I know who you are, sometimes I see them on flyers. I hit them up like, man, I got you. I'm gonna do your flyer for free. I can't have you outside looking like this. Look at this.
When they make a flyer for them, it ain't good.
Sometimes I see promoters post these flyers. I'm like, I hit up.
And it'd be bad,
I'd be like, little so I saw this flyer they just posted. You looking a mess. I'm gonna redo it for you, man. They can't have you out here looking like this.
I actually had.
I hate that. That's just a graphic designer in me, but
you
and professional too.
You're a good friend. And you're a good business person.
I'm just
because people aren't honest these days. As a matter of fact, I got some good people like Brittany Banks, who also helped me with getting to Houston this weekend to go to the all white party. But Brittany, she was like, Bree, you gotta be careful how you put yourself out there. You can't just let them, put any kind of flyer out there because this is a presentation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna mess up your
image.
Your image, mess up your image, so you can't just have anybody.
And they don't realize
posting any kind of flyer.
Artists don't realize investment in getting your picture taken. And I get it. Sometimes photographers are expensive, but I know a lot of photographers. If you go up to them and say, "Hey, this is my budget. This is what I'm working with," they'll work with you. Take you at least 2-3 good pictures. Because these cell phone pictures for these flyers, I'll be so irritated making a flyer. I'm like, what do you want me to do with this?
Yeah, I've had to make my own flyer, and I don't mind it. I'm creative. I went to school for broadcast journalism, learning all the things to edit.
That's good.
All that, so I know how to do it. That's why I do everything for my business, everything for me.
That's good.
So I look.
That's good to know.
However, if I don't gotta do it, I don't want to do it.
No, you're not supposed to.
I shouldn't have to do it if I'm the artist.
Exactly.
And you booking me. So I've had where they'll take pictures that I didn't send them to be the picture, and then they talking about I already paid such and such for it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not posting that. You should have asked me.
That's what I do. So when we do shows, we like to start a group chat and we say, hey, send me a picture you want on a flyer.
Yeah. Because that's.
And then when they send a picture, I'll be like.
It's always gonna be good, right?
Sometimes I'll be want to say that, but I'll be like, say it in your head. Don't you press it. Don't you type that message.
Right? It'd be interesting that whatever picture I send, they actually do a good job of editing it. I'd be like,
but you have a professional picture though.
I got multitudes of them,
but
I be trying to find the best one. You right.
You have some good, decent pictures.
But even when my foot was like this, I'm like, maybe they would cut it off, but they actually edited, make it right. I'm like, damn, okay.
That's better than the restroom pictures.
Oh,
Matter of fact, that picture was in the restroom, but the way it's edited is.
See, you know how to work it though. No,
Yeah.
it's different when you put your phone up like this and take a picture in the restroom, but when you have the phone like this, you actually can see the phone. I'm like,
or
dude.
you get somebody to take that picture for you. That'd be a stranger.
Exactly.
don't be
I'm
sleeping
not
on.
afraid to ask a stranger.
That's what I said. Cell phone pictures are good when you know how to work it. I'm not saying all cell phone pictures are bad. You gotta know how to work it.
As long as you
I'm
got
talking
an
about when the
iPhone.
cell phone is actually in the picture. Or I get a lot of pictures of the guys who think it's cool to blow smoke in their face. All you see is the smoke. You don't see your face.
I be mad at them. I don't like that. Or
a
the
couple
money.
$100 for quality
Showing the
promo goes a
money.
long way.
I don't like that either. That okay. Let's talk about cocky again, right?
Yep.
And like, okay,
that's
you don't
not
gotta
cocky. That's
flaunt.
stupid.
Yeah, stupid because somebody gonna jack you.
Exactly.
But let's not. I'm gonna talk about
The
someone
queen
I
gonna send her
know.
henchmen.
I'm talking about somebody I know that I dated, right?
She knows.
So I noticed that somebody who basically looks like they have it, like money and things like that, they actually don't have it. So when we look at someone's life and they look like it's glitz and glam and things like that, a lot of times they're low-key broke. A lot of times they're broke. So it's like that's why you see a millionaire looking kind of regular, because they don't feel like, you know.
But I feel like you don't have to flaunt it, like you said, with the confidence. People can tell
they're putting on a facade, so
gotta,
they feel like they got power,
with
feel
the
like they got
and
money,
the fake jewelry
feel
on.
like they got whatever, and you don't look like that.
That's gonna be the next thing for you three. We're gonna come out to shows with diamond testers. Be prepared.
Diamond testers.
Be prepared.
Diamond testers. Oh, word.
All these rappers. I did it. I remember one time I was outside an Epic Bar. I was doing interviews, and my cameraman was after the interview. The cameraman was like, "Why didn't you ask him why he had boobies on?" I was like, "Shut up." Why didn't ask him why his chain was fake? I was like, "Shut
How
up."
you know?
I'm like,
it looked like it.
It did, but I didn't ask. My cameraman, you should have asked that. I was like, "You don't sit down."
Nah, that's not right.
Don't sit down for it. Ain't gonna embarrass him like that.
So
they young.
So like, how'd you get the show with Music Soul Child? Like,
yes,
talk about that. One off?
Like, in the whole H-Town experience. That was in H-Town?
No, that was here.
No,
that was here.
Yeah, that was here.
Okay, tell us all about that.
San Antonio, Texas.
I try to put people
at least
on.
We're doing something right.
Putting y'all on in a public view, because when I say put people on, that means like I'm giving you a tip, and that means
give them a game.
Give them a whole shaft. If you want something, go get it. So you got some paper or anything? But if you want something, you gotta go get it. You gotta like go ask for it.
Yeah.
And so that's all I did. Listen, I was on Facebook. I seen a flyer, Music Soul Child on the flyer. I'm like, oh my God, it's Houston, it's San Antonio. I'm Queen Bree. I gotta be there. I gotta perform. I want to see if I can open up, because my desire is to open up for big ass entertainers.
Right.
That's the desire. So I'm gonna work toward it. So anyway, I see an opportunity. I go knocking on the opportunity, right? The door opens. He's like, yeah, send me some music. You know, I got confidence, right? Not cockiness, confidence.
There you go.
That's why I even reached out. I figured I'm good enough that if I send him send him a song, send him a picture, he gonna say, yeah, that's good. Like, okay, I like that. I like her. She got the look. She got whatever the hell, right? I got that confidence, right? So I go knocking. He's like, yeah, I like it. I'll let you know. I'm gonna see what I could do, you know, blah 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 blah, right? So I let it slide. It was like, this was in September, so July. Yeah, I think it was July when I seen the flyer. July, because I had a whole August to basically prepare for this show. And it was a hell of a show. And it was stressful on the way to the show. Okay.
Oh boy.
And I had it popping, okay? Meaning I had my background dancers, and I was working with them.
All right.
And I was basically dancing with them, and we were having rehearsals once a week. Nice. And then I had my band rehearsal once a week. And so I'm choreographer, and I'm singer, and I'm listening, and I'm okay, do it like that. Like, I don't hear that. So I need you to, like, I'm in there. I'm getting jiggy with it is what I'm telling you. Like, it wasn't just me. Oh, you guys come on. We're going to do this and we're going to perform, and then we're just going to have one rehearsal, you guys. Yeah. And then, okay, here we go. No. And I want to get paid for this. So I let it be known, like, this is a free gig. But it's an opportunity you get to open up for Music Soul Child. So, here we are. They seen the opportunity like I seen the opportunity. We all know I could have just went up there and performed by myself, right?
Right.
But I said, let me share the stage, and I want a big ass show. I want something, because this is what I know I want in general. I want to be performing with big ass band and my own dancers and then my own background singers. You know what I'm saying? So that's the desire, that's the dream. So why can't I do it now? I gotta let them see what the hell I got going, because this is what it's gonna be in the future, right? Sometimes you gotta give people a little taste of what you got, what you have the ability to do. Right. And I'm all about, if I want it, I'm gonna do it. So again, I knocked on the door. I'm waiting for an answer. He ain't got back to me, so I'm like, all right, maybe maybe still thinking about it, Yeah. And so I see my buddy, what's his name, Deramis.
Shout out to Ramis.
Yeah.
Not your buddy, not your little buddy.
No, my buddy. That's my buddy.
Little buddy.
No, but
you know you're in trouble when she used little buddy.
No, the comedian.
Yeah.
And he gonna be mad at me because I can't think right now. But either way, my buddy, I see him on the flyer for Music Soul Child, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? I know I didn't ask that nigga first. So I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Not. Okay, hey buddy, I know you forgot about me maybe, but any good news? He was like, yeah, I got you. You on the flyer? I'm like, okay, word. I was like, well, can I get a flyer? You got a flyer I can post? He's like, yeah, okay, send me a picture. I'm like, okay, bet. So I sent a picture, and then he made me a flyer, and that was that. And then after that, like, they started like booking more artists and shit. So, either way, that's how that happened. That's how it started. But then, of course, like I said, it was a whole situation the month going into it where I'm stressed because, like, I'm a perfectionist. I even had my own designers. Like, I created my own design, drew it. Yeah. And then bought the fabric and then, like, found the designers. Shout out to Crystal, my designer, and Lyria. Because they helped me put it together. They put my vision together, and they did an excellent job. So when I got it done, I felt like that bitch, okay? And that's how you should always feel. When you put in your hard work, you should feel like you that bitch. So when the day came, you couldn't tell me shit. I had my own dressing room. Can't nobody come in that hole. I made my own band, my badges. So nobody could like say that they was a part of me or whatever. Exactly. They can't come in this my dressing room unless they got a badge. I created that shit. Like, and matter of fact, the badge was so realistic for the rest of the show in general because only the artists had like the actual badges. They had an artist badge that they had created, laminated, and then also they had badges for people who had bought VIP. Yeah. So anybody else couldn't go into the VIP room, but because my badges looked like the VIP badges, they just had my face on the back of it. Yeah. They let them go into VIP. So it was almost like, I mean, I don't shit. I just know that was God. And on top of that, me thinking big. Anything I do, I want to do it big. It's a memory. And then on top of that, I told everybody it was free. Yeah. Of course, I still went and bought them stuff, and I gave them all gift cards and whatnot. So they still got paid and all that good stuff. So that was, right, and that felt good for me to do because I know that they weren't expecting this. So they working hard, bro. Like they working hard. That's what I like to see. That's how I know you on my side, you on my team. Because if you're not working hard as me, then you're not for me. You're not supposed to be on my team because I will kick you to the curb. And I had me a couple of sore losers. I ain't gonna act like everything was all gravy with my team. Drop names, man. All these people that, because God bless them. By the end of the day, they know who they are. You know who you are. And I mean, it ain't not
U3
like
exclusive.
I would never shine light on nobody who try to make me.
No, this is not the podcast where we drop names.
Nah, hell nah. It ain't never happening. Okay.
Nah.
Matter of fact, we gonna.
And plus,
If
that's
anything,
how I feel
highlight
like.
names. We don't
I also
drop names.
feel like dropping names sometimes can block your blessing.
Exactly.
Sometimes
What
it's
the hell?
meant to
I
let
got
it
to-
go in the
I'm
past.
not
and
shitting
just
on
level up.
nobody because
No,
they
that's what I'm
shitting on
saying. It's good to
themselves.
level up. Just let
They
it
know
go.
who they are.
It's your past. Let it go. You
Nah.
leveling up.
I speak, like I said, the person I am, I wish you the best.
Exactly.
Even when something bad happens to you, I'm not like, ha ha.
No.
I'm like, damn.
I wish you well.
You know what
Y'all
I'm
can
saying?
learn
You
something.
should have never did that. I remember when you did that shit. But that's karma for you. And I let God handle it. So that's why it's funny when I see, not funny, but when I see
Yeah.
people fail in front of me, I'm like, that's God letting me see, you know, that you were good. You were never in the wrong. You never did them dirty. You never were the kind of person where you deserve that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
therefore, when you see them struggle in front of you, I know they embarrassed as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They wish they would have, they probably thinking about how they wish they never did that. But that's an ass whooping, basically. So, you know, I let God whoop your ass. That's it. He'll do way worse than I can.
Toby.
That's why I don't drop no names, because it's like, God bless them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they learned their lesson. I hope so.
I hope so.
You know, but at the end of the day, so it don't do nothing for me to, you know, speak ill. But I'm just speaking from my own experience.
Exactly.
Like I had to go through struggle. You're gonna go through struggle as a boss. You're gonna go through struggle when you're an entertainer, when you're doing anything, actually. So take that and grow. And I learned so much business wise with that. Also knowing that I'm also more a boss than I thought I was. You know,
Yeah.
every time I do a different thing, but I also spoke that into existence because I want to be a CEO for my own business, right? So I created my own business. And then I'm also in charge of multiple people and multiple things. So it makes sense that God is preparing me for what I asked for and what I said I was and what I want to be. So this is just a small level. Like each time it levels up, but at the end of the day, I'm still growing. Every time I have an opportunity, chance to grow, a chance to learn, and I'm never afraid. You can't be afraid to want something and to grow. You gotta be like, okay, I might. No, you don't think like I'm gonna fail. You gotta think like I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Even if you fail. Because it's going to hit hard when you fail, right?
Yeah.
Or when someone do you dirty while you trying to do
At
right.
least you know you tried.
But you know you tried. So if you didn't try hard and it don't go well, you can't be mad at nobody
you
but
didn't put
yourself.
your all into it.
You didn't put your all into
Queen,
it.
what, like, tell these, like, girls what makes you a boss. Because that phrase gets thrown around a lot.
Exactly.
I'm a boss. Exactly. I'm a boss.
And how you could be a boss and still be classy with it. Because, you know, a lot of females, whether they do R&B, rap, they automatically assume they gotta be sexy. They gotta
and naked and titties
and they gotta talk about their sex.
Twerking.
And they gotta talk about their pussy all the time. But you don't. You can make real music.
Is there certain levels to being a boss? Right? No?
I feel like everybody has their own unique
way of showing
it. I could never like judge the next woman, but what I would say for the women like me, because there are probably lots of women like myself who are more reserved and they have a sexy energy that is not naked. It's like when you see a queen and she's dressed up and she's got her crown and she looks royal and she looks just like, you know, and she's beautiful. You can tell like she's damn, but you respect her and you would never, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how I like to be treated. And that's how I walk around, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you could never and you will never, or you would never, because I don't give you that impression that you could. And a lot of times when I was younger, I will say I was more like the girls these days that try to be cute and whatnot, try to get attention. That's what it is. You're trying to get attention and you're getting the wrong attention. You're going to get the wrong attention. Preach. You don't want that attention. Matter of fact, that's why I had to figure out what it meant to be, what my sister used to say, you got to be, not reserved, but what's the word? I don't know.
Reserve?
Not reserve. It's a similar synonym to reserve. But regardless, you just gotta be
laid back.
I'm mad I can't for the word.
One of our viewers, shout out to Nikki. pretty call.
But yeah, word one. Compete with anybody. You're not a boss if you're competing with the next person.
Yourself. Make
You
yourself
have
better.
to compete with yourself.
I mean, it's friendly competition though.
No.
None of that?
No. What? I mean, maybe there's some. No, because you know what it is? For me personally, I don't compete with nobody. There's no such thing as friendly competition because that's competing with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't compete with you because you can never do what I do. You don't look like me. You don't talk like me. You don't walk like me. You don't dress like me. You don't think like me. You're not me. You're you. And you are the shit. I don't dress like you. I don't talk like you. I don't walk like you. I don't do shit like you. And when I look at you, I'm inspired. I admire the view. So when you see me, I hope you admire my view because you're not trying to, compete with me. You're not trying to get the same nigga as me. You're not trying to get the same job as me. Like I like unique people.
Right.
I don't want people around me that want what I want. Matter of fact, other than to get the job done or get the vision out, I want you to want the same things as me, as far as having the right mindset or like just finishing and following through, that kind of thing, having the same morals as me. But when it comes to you're who you are, whether you got big titties, big ass, or skinny, or whatever the case, long hair, short hair, it don't matter. You have to embrace who you are, and that's self-love. A lot of people don't have self-love, so that's what I call a boss, someone who has self-love, who loves themselves so much they don't care about the next person that's next to them. Somebody could be so flat out gorgeous and be ugly inside. Do you understand? Why would you be jealous of somebody who is ugly and bitter inside and they look beautiful on the outside when you are beautiful on the inside and you're just as beautiful on the outside? Matter of fact, your beauty from the inside will exude more.
Exactly.
So you ain't gotta be a 10. Matter of fact, that 10 ain't really a 10. She got on makeup and hair and lashes and this and that and whatever. And we all could do that. So there's nothing more special about her than there is about you. That's why there's no such thing as competition. If you're competing, then you're stupid. For real, because at the end of the day, you could never be me and I could never be you. So you gotta love who you are so much, be so confident in yourself, but not cocky and rude, not arrogant. Just loving who you are, knowing that you are powerful, you are special, you're unique. That's the kind of thing. So when women are competing, it's really because they feel insecure.
Ooh.
Men too, because I've had men jealous and
of you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh wow.
I can see that.
And I mean, these are people I've worked with, people I've collaborated with, people I've, that I thought would be my teammate, my friend or my supporter, and they're actually hating on me. And they're men.
Last one.
It's okay.
Oh, I see that a lot.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
and crazy. I thought that was weird. I was like, are y'all?
They do it when they know you leveling up, especially if you do it without them.
Matter of fact, when they open the opportunity for you, they open up the door for you. Women
they feel
and
like
men,
they should.
But they mad because you're shining.
Yeah.
It's like you shining
doing
too.
Stuff
You're
without
right next to me.
I'm the one that got you here. Woo!
And that's another thing. I don't want nobody thinking that they did something for me. So a lot of times when stuff don't go right, I'm like, thank you, Lord. Because it wasn't for him to be or her to be like, yeah, I got her there. I'm the reason why she got that. Nah, it's going to be because I got here. Because God put me here. And it wasn't because you, little buddy, because you got a bad attitude. You got a little attitude. You got a bad vibe about you, bad energy. You're bitter for no reason. You got your own problems that's going on. You need to forgive yourself, forgive those people that hurt you, because you're gonna mess up other relationships in the future. So, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know a couple of people like that. I used to know someone that used to always, every time they see me, they used to be like, man, I'm gonna put you on to this new artist. Like they really pin me on to people. And they get disappointed. Right? No, they get disappointed when I be like, I already know that. I already know so and so.
But why would you be disappointed though?
Oh, you do? Because they want to make it seem like they're the one that bring you, especially as a DJ. They want to make it feel like they're the one bringing you people. because you're the DJ.
But you
so
already
you're
interviewed them and shit.
Exactly. Well, not just that, like I know who they are, so they just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna put you on to this hardest rapper, or the hardest singer," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know some. I know them. I know them.
Yeah.
You ain't put me on to nobody,
Right? You're not. As a matter of fact,
but that's not a bad thing. But people just do that. They just feel like, yeah, their egos to block their blessing, like.
And I don't know what the ego's about, because I mean, you had to start from somewhere too, just like I did. And I met these people off, I didn't ask to meet these people. I didn't ask to have the talent. I didn't ask to, be this way. I'm only being myself, and the people that come around me in my life were meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody's jealous of you for what you can't stop, you can't even try to make, you just be yourself, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's really a compliment. You got to see it like that. I had a lot of people also trying to imitate me. That's a lot. As a matter of fact, I heard Drake's song, something about like it was flattering and it's not flattering no more or whatever. And I forgot what the song was with Drake in it. But either way, I understood because it stressed me out.
Yeah.
So much when like you're just trying to make it. You're just trying to figure yourself out. You are literally just, everything you do is trial and error, but you're trying to find yourself and trying to figure out how you belong and how you can create yourself to be happy for yourself, right? When somebody sees you glowing and they're like, man, that is amazing. She's amazing. He's amazing. And they're like, I want to do that. I want to be like that. I want to shine like they shine. I want to talk like they talk. I want to do the stuff they do, and it's admiring, right? They're clearly admiring you. They clearly admire you, and so it is a compliment, right?
Yeah.
But then it becomes scary and frustrating when they are someone that is close to you, and you notice they belittle the things that you're doing as if what you do is not significant. That's when you know that they're jealous of you. Because and they're doing the same things as you,
signs, people.
or they're doing the same thing as you, but they want to nitpick about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you do the same. Matter of fact, you stole my word. You're saying it like it's your word. And that's cute because you got it from me. But I noticed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I noticed that, you walk different, or you talk different, or you dress different. And I ain't mad at it, because that means I'm inspiring you. Because I want confident people around me, people that feel good about themselves. If I inspire you to change and do something better for yourself, good. But don't start trying to shit on me, trying to talk to me like you been that. Because I never looked at you like you weren't that in the first place. So now you competing with me on trying to be me. Exactly. A better version of me? You could never. So it's confusing and frustrating. Yeah. And then that's when I have to distance myself, because I'm not dealing with that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Let's talk about what do you got working on next right now. Any albums, EPs?
Yeah, I singles? Actually am. I won't say too much. But right now I'm working on the song that I just released, which is I Can't Get Over It. Okay. And so I'm wanting to do a music video. So that's what I am. I've already reached out to different not producers, but videographers and photographers. And I kind of got a list in the lineup, and I kind of have an idea what I want to do. But I haven't everything takes time. That's why I'm not in a rush. Exactly. And shit costs money too. So everything's supposed to happen at the right time. Right. I'm not about to just put out anything. Hell no. Because then people, it don't go away. We're in the year of 2022 where shit don't go away. Matter of fact, they'll use that, copy and paste it, and post it somewhere else. Exactly. You think it was only for you, and then it's for somewhere else. Yeah. Man, hell no. So you can't just post anything. So you want to make sure that you put your best foot forward. Just like when you meet somebody, you want to make sure when they see you for the first time, oh, she dressed nice, she was clean, she smelled good. You want your first impression to be a good one, because they're going to remember the sloppy second, even if that sloppiness is your best at that time, then so be it. Yeah. That means that you grow and they see you level up every year, every second, right? But if you just look sloppy, I don't think nobody really gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Have you came across a couple kings, that you like, maybe?
No.
No?
Oh.
Honestly,
Well, not
no.
in San Antonio, but
Not in San Antonio. I don't think that's
she's
San
moving to
Antonio
Dallas.
for me. Hell no.
back to she
I
said
ain't
back
going
to
back to
H-Town.
Houston. No, I ain't. Hell
She said she
no.
wants that fifth ward, nigga.
No, absolutely
She
not.
want that hood guy.
Child, she won't.
She
No,
called
I'm
that nigga that
joking.
she want, right?
She wants the hood guy. No, you be surprised some of the creeds be wanting to look on.
No, I used to like a hoodlum.
But now that we grown,
I
we
need
didn't
me a
learn.
real man, and a real man. I'm trying to figure out what that
means.
not necessarily. Well, yes, but what that means for me.
Yes.
Right, because everybody needs something different, and for me, I'm a boss. I'm very powerful. I'm very what's the word? Not a beta, but I'm alpha. So I need an alpha male. Like I need someone who's also strong.
She
powerful.
wants somebody that can tame her.
Yeah,
she want to be
You know
tamed,
what I'm saying?
fellas.
You see that little meme with the lion was like,
yeah, the lion.
Yeah. That's for
She
real.
wants somebody to tame her.
Because like I'm already like, so if you can keep me calm, because you more like, I don't know, like men can be themselves, and like women are already feisty and whatever, right? So when a man can be a man and be calm, it's cool, because it's like, they don't have to act like you. I hate for men to act like a woman. That's it. That's just it. So like when men, and I'm saying that even though you might be argumentative, that makes you feminine. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like for me, if I'm somebody who's feisty, or like I'm someone who will speak up and say something, but I'm also cool and chill, I need someone who could keep me calm. And if I'm needing someone to stand up for me, or someone to speak for me, and you know what I'm saying? Like I need them to have my back like I would have their back. So just someone who reciprocates the same kind of energy I give.
So fellas, she said, "Oh, my boyfriend gonna beat you."
I would never threaten that, because one, I don't want nobody I don't want to be around people where I feel like I gotta threaten them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, I want like that respectable. That's like Jay-Z, Beyonce. You know not to fuck with Jay-Z, but
facts.
Yeah, like that shit. You don't think like he finna like fuck you up, but he looks like he's a sophisticated man. He also looks like he's doing his thing and he's taking care of B. And you know what I'm saying?
Even 50 Cent thought
he's
twice.
Doing him, but he's a man. He's a manly man. He's a man's man. So that's what I like. I like a man's man. Someone who's also taking care of themselves, taking care of responsibilities. You don't have to tell them to. Also can take care of you. Meaning like they have enough already taking care of themselves that they can also share it, like your blessing flow over. And so as a man, I expect the man to be able to take care of the woman. Not saying like the woman does nothing. She don't work. She don't none of that. Hell no. The woman should have her own stuff, but the man should be so comfortable because he's taking care of himself that he has the intention to take care of his family. That's what he wants.
Doesn't matter if he has kids.
No. Yes and no. I don't have no kids.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how many, right?
Right. I don't know. Not really.
We ain't
it's
gonna
like
do 50 kids. We ain't doing 10.
I know somebody with 50 kids.
I know, but we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that might be too much.
They're all about the same age. They're all around the same age.
I really would like a man who doesn't have no kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got no kids, so.
Okay, so my homie Footy Nicky, he's from Florida. He's trying to shoot his shot. He said I shave, mow lawns, and paint it. What's good, Queen? Look, he's shooting his shot.
What you shave?
Listen, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you manscaped.
See, this nigga. But no,
what's wrong with that?
I like a clean beard. I like beard.
He's part Jamaican too.
See, I don't know about.
Look, I'm shooting. I got you, Nikki. For Nikki, I'm in your wing woman.
You know, I used to be attracted to African men. Mm-hmm. I still think they're very handsome. I love the way they talk. You know, I love their confidence, their pride in their, who they are, their culture, everything about them. But we have different morals and we have different views of life. So I realized that it's not about what you look like, who you are, where you came from. It's how you think about life. What's your morals and values? Because you could be fine as hell and have these fucked up views, and I can't fuck with you. That makes you ugly to me. So that's how, and vice versa. Somebody could think, the same about you. Doesn't mean that you're not a good person or whatever. It just means that the way what you value is not what I value.
Exactly.
Meaning, like, you don't value women, so you kind of will tell somebody a bitch. You will call a woman a bitch. You'll say, "Oh, I won't call my woman a bitch." But if you call her a bitch, you call me a bitch.
Facts.
True.
If you treat your mama bad, you're gonna treat me bad.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You hear that, Pretty Nikki? But go ahead. And word on the Sex Podcast Street, because he used to be a co-host with me on the Sex Podcast. I heard that he can make somebody come a whole bunch of times. That's what he going to him. Huh? Wait, what you say?
I said without Viagra.
Without Viagra. That's what he said. Apparently, he made it go come so many times that he yelled out Kobe when he got to the Kobe number. That's what he said.
What?
Man,
I'm trying to
Pretty Nikki, I'm with you, holla, buddy.
Pretty Nikki, I'm trying to help you out.
Listen.
What else, Pretty Nikki? Tell us more about yourself. Right. Come on, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Come on. I can only be so much wing woman.
If you're not in San Antonio, I ain't fucking.
Look, Kobe with the shot. Yeah, Kobe with the shot. Yeah, that's. If you don't believe me, there's an episode on our Sex Podcast. It's on YouTube. You'll see it where he gave the story where he made this lady come a lot in one night.
Okay.
When he got to a certain number, he yelled out Kobe.
Get the hell.
I don't know if that'll be a turn on for me.
I don't know if that's true, little buddy. I don't know.
You got a little buddy.
Wait. I don't know.
No. Come on, Nikki, fly to Florida so she can find out.
Did that for me was a damn vibrator. So I don't know if that's
Come on, Nikki, fly her to Florida so she can get the first hand experience and find out. Let her find out. Let her find out the sunny side of Florida.
So
I do want to go to Florida
You
though.
hear that? She wants to go.
Send her plane ticket.
Right. And give me a hotel. Because I'm spoiled. Okay, that's another thing. The man gotta spoil me. Because I'm not like, I have a very high maintenance type of lifestyle.
Well, he's into real estate.
Oh, good, me too.
I know he goes to school. He's a writer as well. He wrote a couple books.
We're not finna be doing no
He wrote a couple books that's published. Look.
We're not doing no dating.
Look, you three dating show. This is meant to be three dating show. For our next candidate, we have. Candidate number 3.
But nah,
Look, Pretty Nikki, you gotta look. You lost her train of thought. Look, Airbnb or Holiday Inn.
She's thinking about 24.
Look,
Holiday Inn.
Hey, Airbnb
the Hilton,
nice.
Nigga, Marriott.
He wants to cook for you. That's why he said Airbnb. He's trying to cook you some of that Jamaican food.
I'm not.
He wants some of that. He want to cook you some of that.
You're not doing a good job of promoting you, buddy.
Hey, no. Hey, I didn't type that in. That's on him. I can only do so much. Look, I can only do so much.
Listen.
That's on you. What you say after I promote you is on yourself.
I'm not even. Much. Honestly, I ain't ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she ain't ready for the curry goat.
She
ain't ready for the oxtails and rice.
For real, like
and the rice and peas. She said, "Put that away."
Also,
wifey get married. I don't know you yet.
See, that he not my type. He ain't my type because like Marriott is regular.
You're losing, nigga.
Marriott is regular. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can, basically, my thing is this: if I can do it for me,
I don't need you to do it for me.
Then I definitely need you to do it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not gonna lower my standards for you. So if I want to live, because one, I'm not paying to go to a hotel just all the time, right? That costs money. So if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it big. So if I'm gonna spend nice money on myself, I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
If you're with me, you're my friend, you're with me, and I'm like, hey, let's go on a trip. Yeah, let's get this nice hotel. Oh, and let's get this nice car, and let's go here and let's do that. We're doing it together, and that's sure. I thought of the ideas because that's I like those kind of things.
Yeah.
But if you want to we can experience them together. But I'm not gonna settle for less because you feel like that's such and such level. That's such and such supposed to be. Hell no, because I know that when I become your wife, you ain't finna do that shit. You finna be like, I don't got it, or this or whatever.
Yeah, you earned it without me doing it, so I'm gonna keep you without you doing it.
Exactly. Because it should only get better. If anything, we should be on a private jet by the time we marry.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We should be on a
You
private
said you
island.
gotta earn my
you
time.
talking about wifey? That's wifey. Nigga, you ain't got no money.
You said you gotta earn. You said you gotta earn my time. You gotta earn my time.
How I think about myself and what I'm gonna achieve in life. Yeah. That's why I say what I say. So I'm not trying to be rude or offensive to a regular person, right? But what I'm doing is going to provide those things. Is what I'm saying. What I'm doing in my life right now is going to provide me with the things that I want in life. So I need the man to also want that, and then also be able to provide that for me, or go, well, we could do it together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we both want. But if one person wants this and the other person don't, you can't date someone, whether you're male, you can't date somebody who has low standards. And as a woman, you can't date somebody who has standards lesser than you. It don't work like that, because you'll never be happy. And you'll never satisfy them, and they'll never satisfy you. So no.
You said if anything, I'll have to fly your way, but after I get to know you.
That's funny. But anyway,
I'll send you her Instagram. Y'all can continue this conversation.
Yes, y'all later. Follow me on Instagram. You know, listen to my music. Queen Bree Music.
What's the Instagram? Drop it.
Queen Bree Music Official. Okay. And it's no spaces, and that's QUEENBRE Music.
Do you have any singles you're pushing right now that people can go check out?
I can't get
on
over
all platforms.
Definitely.
I can't get over
it. If y'all could play it, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, can you sing some acapella?
Can you sing a little bit acapella?
Like a, you know.
No.
Oh, it can't get exclusive.
We did start it out
get exclusive.
No.
Oh.
It's all good. We're definitely going to share the link, so you can go ahead and check that out.
Definitely share the link.
We are.
Because, you know.
You said music video coming soon, so we can't wait.
Yeah, that's
working
coming.
on it. I like that.
Coming.
Photo shoot.
Shows
Get it.
Coming.
Get it.
Merchandise coming. I already got merchandise right now, but I want more. You know, I want to do more things, and I don't want to put it out until it's ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything has its time.
Yes, it does.
So I'm not in a rush, because I got other shit I got to do. Priorities. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I'm never going to stop doing makeup. I mean, doing music, doing makeup, because I have my own nonprofit called Beautiful Me Design.
Yeah.
Beautiful Me Foundation.
Yo,
and
boss,
is
level up.
Beautiful Me Design. So I do sell luxury boutique items like accessories and, you know, some clothing as well. Oh, shoot. I don't even have the accessories and clothing and things like that on my website, Beautiful Me Design, and that's for men and women. So if you like to feel like that nigga or that bitch, or you like to shine, you just want to walk in a room, you're confident naturally, and you put on this jewelry, it's only going to upgrade who you are. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you who you are. It just upgrades who you already are. You know, like when somebody becomes famous, they become more of an asshole because it's already in them type shit. If you already confident, you put this outfit on, you become that, you just, you know what I'm saying? You walking around like you a powerful ass person. That's because you were before. You just didn't feel like you didn't have on the right attire, right? If you're a teacher, you're going to dress like a teacher. You know what I mean? You're going to dress like, if you're a president, you dress like a president, whatever. That's what I'm pretty much saying. Like, be who you are, but put on your proper attire so that you feel like the person that you believe you are. Because nobody can tell you who you are but you. So be that person. That's it.
Amen. So you was in Houston.
Yeah.
Right. Just like what?
Houston.
2-3 days
ago. It's going down.
I miss Houston. I had a great time. Okay. This past weekend, I was in the building with some legends, I will say.
Can you drop some of those names?
Yeah, I could. So I was in the building with Lil Flip.
Game over.
Yeah. Paul Anthony. Okay. And he's a songwriter. He's very famous, actually. He's a legend. Matter of fact, you can look him up. The Legend, Paul Anthony.
Paul Anthony.
But and then there was one of my newest friends, Jais Baptiste. She is such a beautiful person inside and out. She's gorgeous and banging body and everything. But shout out to her. And then I met Farron uh, from Destiny Child.
Okay.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
I met there was a lot of other people. I didn't really those are just the main people that I had seen. So but I met a lot of people. I can't just to name a few. Just
Yeah.
But
How was that experience?
it was great. It was what I missed being in Houston. I'm used to like being around that kind of energy and that kind of like power, if that makes sense. Like being here in San Antonio, it depletes the power, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very regular, and I say that word not loosely or lightly. And it's my favorite word. Also, I always say I'm not regular, but because like the people here are so like not mediocre, but they don't go big or go home, if that makes sense. Like they're not really showbiz, glitz and glam. This is not where you come. This is what it feels like. And a lot of people always say, like, it's gonna get there. We gotta work on it. We gotta this and that. I get it.
What you think could be better though? Like
The
Unity.
support,
Yeah, the support,
the
unity, come
people
together.
that are here that are going to the shows would make it better because at the end of the day,
And stop competing against each other, like you said.
that part, and then stop being so clicky. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When you're clicky, you don't grow. You see, I'm a loner like I'm a successful loner, and I speak that very highly in the sense that like I can go to any avenue by myself or with someone, and I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna network. I'm gonna whatever I need to do, and I'm gonna build more people with me. A lot of times, I see that these people they have the same group around them, and they don't they don't expand. They don't have new people around them. They do meet people, but it's like it's the same groups at the same locations. You go to the same location, you're not significant when you go to the same location. I'm
Switch
not
it
coming
up.
to this heifer, this hoe, this bitch more than 2 times. And I can't come here repeatedly last week and then come here this week. Because you know why? People don't respect you. They think you're regular.
Oh wow.
When you come once in a while, then they're like, hey, I ain't see you in a minute.
Yeah,
Like,
family.
yo, I fuck with you. She can sing. Oh, whatever.
That's just how it be.
They treat you. I'd rather you treat me like you don't know me and respect me than somebody who think they know me
And be fake about it.
and fake as fuck to me in my face and talking about me behind my back and think they know me because I told them my story about this, that, and the third. I'll tell the world my stuff before I tell you by yourself, so you think you're significant to be able to treat me any kind of less than. You know what I'm saying? Because you got my business. I'll tell the world before I tell just one person. That way, everybody know, and then I have people who understand, some people who don't, and we can all like talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I mean? But I'd rather that than one singular person think that they know me, because then they think they're holding the power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like to come and go, and I like to also just travel. I'm a military brat so I like to be at different places. I like to meet different people, and I want to be around other people that don't look like me on purpose because they know something I don't know, especially about money, especially about like education, just whatever the case. So I want to be around them. Yeah, for real.
Well, thank you, Queen Bree, for being on U3.
Bree.
It's always a pleasure to have,
Thank you.
successful Black female doing it big.
Yeah.
Being on her
Facts,
boss
facts.
tip. One more time before we let you go, let people know where they can check you out. Give us your social media links.
Yeah, so you can follow me on all social media, Queen Bree Music or Queen Bree Music Official. Either way, it's BRE, not BRI. So yeah, follow me, and that's on Spotify, SoundCloud. You can download my music. I got a new song out called "I Can't Get Over It." I got another song out called "Ghost," of course. So yeah, support your girl. I support back, and come to my shows.
Yeah,
I'm always
facts.
posting stuff. I'm doing it big. Like nothing I do is small because I know who I am.
Yes. Yeah.
And whether you know who I am, you believe it or not, I ain't gonna never stop until I get to where I think I'm supposed to be. Because that's the kind of thing.
She look
that
into
I
the
like.
camera when she said it. She looking directly at y'all.
I'm just saying.
Wow. Well, you heard it straight from her mouth. Make sure you go ahead and check out her music. This is the girl Queen Bree in the building. I'm your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond. We got
DJ Scorpio with a K.
With a K.
Yeah.
Follow us on U3 Radio, all platforms, and we are.